Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogia Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it. Hope everybody's doing well. It's great to see everybody in chat already. As soon as I pull up chat, I had to go to a different area to put up that countdown. Jay Fritz, how's it going, buddy? How you feeling, man? You limping around? You doing all right? Hope so. Who's your squatch? What's up, Jamie? Hey, Sharon. Good to see you. Forensic Mystics, what's happening? LIB, what's going on, man? Mike or Patrick? Wow, good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. I was thinking about you lately, Mike. I was thinking about I want to go check out some areas, and I think I want to go where you are. Was it Toledo Bend, where you had your encounter? I think that's where it was. Michael Haywood, what's up, bud? Mr. Lee. Great to see everybody. No, I'm missing people. Hey, Angel Nolan. Welcome. So yeah, guys, if you've never been here before, welcome. What we do here is I'll put the link in chat, and anybody that wants to come on the show can click on that link and just follow the directions. It's simple. If you don't want to be on camera, you can go down and hit stop camera, and you don't have to be on camera. All I ask is that if you do come on, turn off YouTube in the background and just use, we don't, having the two on is causes an echo. So, Donald Fuller, what's happening? Ida Bustamante. Great to see you. What else? See, I'm scrolling up, and I know people are sneaking in down below, and I got to go start over. Who am I missing? Stacy Perez. How are you? Good to see you. I hope everything's going well for you. I'm thinking about you. Western New York Bigfoot Investigation Group. What's up, Joe? Stacy, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. Don't cover my ass. There's something flying around me. Who else? Oh, damn mosquitoes. Yes, I have to deal with mosquitoes. I know you guys are getting ice storms across the country, and I hope everybody's safe, with all this crazy weather that's going on. Seems I'm saying that a lot these past months. Everybody's just getting these weird storms, and I feel bad for talking about it because I'm down here, and Jay's down here, and Stevie's down here, and we're kind of get some good weather going on lately. But yeah, Texas is getting ice storms. Everybody, just be safe. That's all I can say. Be safe out there. Gary Spikes, what's happening, buddy? Mr. Hugh. Dina P, welcome. What time is it? I wonder if Toledo Bend National Park, Mogi Monster. Yes, I thought it was. That's where I thought it was. Good memory. Jeez, how long ago did we do that interview? 2.5 years ago? Yeah, Mike was my first interview, and third and fifth and sixth, seventh. But Mike had all these stories, he had ghost stories and Bigfoot stories and UFO stories, and he had good stories. It was cool. So yeah, old Buzzard, what's happening? Yeah, 2.5 years ago, man. That's crazy. And actually, it was a little before that because I've been doing lives for like 2.5, somewhere around 2.5. So those, the ones that we did originally, were pre-recorded, and then my first live mic was on. Mic came on. Damn, time's flying by. That's why I said, if you looked in the description, it says where did the month go? Tomorrow's February already. That kind of came and went real quick. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. So yeah, I did something I've never done before. Well, I've had an eye exam before. Because like when I was 21, I got contacts and that lasted like a month. Couldn't do it. And just never got, glasses or anything after that. And so went last night, had an eye exam, ordered some glasses. It's just that whole admitting you're falling apart. No. Hey, we all get old. But it's funny because they were surprised how I've lasted this long without glasses. I'm like, I can see, but if I close my right eye, then it's really fucking blurry, So yeah, I got two different prescriptions. I'm getting two pairs of glasses, one for the computer because I can't see. I mean, I can, but I can't see that well in reading chat. So I'm always leaning in, and I think that's just it's a distraction for you guys if I'm all like, "Hey, what did Rex say?" What's up, Rex? Hey, Sandra. I probably said hi already, but hi again. What was I just talking about? Oh yeah, got to get some Ginkgo too. My memory shot. Oh shit. Mr. Lee says, "Get contacts lenses, man. They're better." You know what, dude? I don't plan on wearing them full time. I got a pair for distance, more for driving at night. So I got a non-glare lens, and then for the computer, I got just a blue blocker, but prescription. So hopefully this will help. Because like I just blinked and everything went blurry. No, like chat. I mean, I can read it, but it's weird because everything is white. My whole screen is white except for this, and I can read the names fine, but what's being said is looks so small. So, and just like that, no, I can't see shit. Susie, what's going on? The Authentic Happiness Show. Good to see you. What else? So yeah, I guess if I'm gonna have anybody on, I actually have to put the link in chat. Let me make sure this is the right. Nope. Hang on. I got to get the right. The right link helps. There it is. Well, I didn't want to send that out. The last thing I copied and pasted was for what the hell was that? Oh, that was an invite. Yeah, okay, I remember what that was. So Let's try this. Nope, I gotta go all the way back. Gotta delete this. Hold on. Sorry. It's like, what the hell's going on here? Almost. Damn, that was a long letter. Let's try that. There we go. I tried sending a letter and it wouldn't go through the mail, so I messaged it, and I just copied it and posted it in a messenger, and it worked. But just deleting it just now, like I just that was the last thing I copy and pasted, so I just had to erase that whole thing, and that was funny. So yeah, guys, the link is in chat, and I'm sure Mr. Lee Miss Still's not here yet that I've seen. And I will be posting the link in chat. So if anybody wants to come on, just click on the link and come hang out. Mike Kirkpatrick. It's been a while, man. You got to come by and hang out sometime. No better time than the present. What else? What else is going on? We did the glasses thing, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't. We last week I took. What's up, Mike?
What's that, man?
Last week I took Stevie to shoot pool. It was fun. Just a lot of work to do. She never played pool before. So.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was like, you what? Been playing since I was like 5.
That's like maybe it's a Northeastern thing. I don't know. Like,
well, she's from DC though. I mean, DC area.
I was always outside.
Yeah, that's true.
I was outside all the time. Never.
Yeah, when I was a kid, they built a church, a big Catholic church, one block over, and in that church, they built a game room, and there was pinball machines and pool tables in a church. So that's where I spent a lot of my winter time when I couldn't go fishing when I was a kid. Was in the church playing pool.
You gotta be careful what you say when you lose. When you're losing, you gotta be careful that you curse.
Yeah. But I was young, so although I did have a mouth on me.
Oh yeah,
got me in trouble. Well, I still do have a mouth on me, but it sounds better coming from a 55-year-old than a 10-year-old. Yeah. So what have you been up to, bro?
Nothing. Dad life, really.
Yeah, how's that going?
It takes up all your life. It takes up every minute of every day. I don't know. I've been in the woods a few times, but not much. Not like I like to be.
Sure.
And it's crazy because at least on the island it hasn't snowed much. Like I don't think we got any last year. Like up in. Oh what?
Are you guys getting another storm?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. I don't have regular TV anymore. So like until I get like an alert like that it's like an hour away, I really don't know what's coming.
Like,
like
oh hell, I'm always on my phone looking at radar and
Some people are like that. I guess maybe I would be if I had the time, but like I'm like.
Well, my day consists of if I have like diapers. I want to know if it's going to rain. So yeah, I'm always looking at the weather. I was growing up.
Yeah, well, Florida.
Kaiju, what's up? So what did I just watch that you just did? What was that, a preview recently? Somebody came up and you took them out recently? I forgot who that was.
Yeah, a couple of people have come up recently. A subscriber just came up. He's been a long time subscriber. This guy Eric, he was up on Saturday. But then there's another guy, Kyle. He's got a channel called Encrypted Connections. He was up a little while ago. But they both came to the Catskills because that's where I was at the time. So that's where basically when they chose to come, it was short notice. So that's where I was. So that's where we went. And yeah, it worked out good.
Yeah.
We went out Saturday. Me and the guy Eric went out Saturday. The place we picked, it was just packed. It was like 45 degrees in the mountains, so it was packed. There was people everywhere.
Really? Buzzard's Roost, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. Oh.
Hey man,
Buffering on my
is this thing working?
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm guessing there you can you hear us? I don't
breaking up, but maybe I don't know. I'll put this antenna up her ass and put her outside on the roof and might get a better signal or something.
Well, no, just go up on the roof and sit up there.
You gotta put tinfoil on your rabbit.
I don't know if it's going toe to note, man. It ain't looking.
Stand there with your left foot up.
Let me go back and do something. I'll be right back.
Why? We can hear you.
If I can get the fuck off of here.
Yeah, let me put him backstage before he incriminates himself. So how was it? I enjoyed. Where did Mike go? Yeah, shit's just falling apart tonight. No, I was going to say to Mike when he was there, and I think it's cool, that like Mike got together with some people. Like I love getting together with people and just meeting people and hanging out. You've seen him for so long in chat, and so yeah, I just think that's cool that he met up with some people. That's why I brought it up. I think shit. Next week? No. Tomorrow's the 1st, so 10 days or 11 days. 10th or 11th, I think we're gonna go camping. Hopefully. I think we're going to meet up with Nona Boss, Marty. Probably go to the same place where the 168 was. I like that family campground was pretty cool with the lake with all the peacock bass in it. That was fun. That was when the gator was there too. Yeah. And we have, and I don't even know if I want to drag the damn pop-up down there. It's like the trailer. It's just, I can pack everything in my truck, and I have tents and, what I need there, air mattresses, the stoves, I have everything. So I don't know if I want to do the whole tow the trailer down there. Yeah, it was cool. Kaiju, he says, Mugs, bring a pool table with you. But I'm sure there's some pool players in here. I'm probably guessing Jay spent some time on a pool table, and some other people. Pool players are a weird breed, dude. No shit. Pool players are a weird breed.
Oh,
How about that, Buzzer? Can you hear us?
yeah, man. I gotta cut you off though.
I'm probably guessing Jay spent some time. You got to turn off YouTube.
I know. I just did.
Okay.
Takes me a minute. You know, I don't run as fast as I used to. You know.
Yeah,
You
so
see
I was
me
gonna say,
running, you run in the same direction.
pool players are a weird breed. Like we went to this pool hall, and I'm standing there showing her some, how to stand, how to hold the cue and everything, a bridge or whatever. And sure as shit, this guy walks over and he's gonna be all, "Hey, you want me to show you how to do this? I'm the best teacher here." And it was like, dude, go the fuck away. We didn't say it, but it was like, no, we're good, thanks. Dick. People are just weird.
But then he came back.
I don't know when people forgot how to read body language.
My God.
It was just, now I want to go back there and just be like, teach me, dude. Show me what you got. No, I can play pool. I'm
Here's one to watch you bend over, I bet you.
I hope not.
Yeah, really.
No, pool's like riding a bike. I mean, after 2 games, I'm dialed in and I'm good. But yeah, I gotta teach this one over here. We're gonna. Although the guy did give me a good clue, a good training tip. So you don't need a pool table to practice this. Is you take a beer bottle, an empty beer bottle, and you set it on a dining room table, and with your cue stick, you try to get the cue stick into the hole, every time. So now you're practicing is on your stroke and your aim. And I was like, no, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that is actually.
Yeah, so you can do it at home. I have I have the pool sticks, so the cues. So yeah, now she's like, "Give me a beer bottle." I'm like, "Damn beer bottle, I don't drink."
I don't need that.
And I'm like, just use any bottle. Use a water bottle. Just don't open it. Just keep hitting the top of the water bottle every time.
It's screwed up, but that's why I quit playing pool, because like when I quit doing drugs and drinking and shit, like I couldn't go into places like that where like I used to drink, and like, you know what I mean? So I had to give, like, I couldn't even barbecue for the longest time. Like it took me like 5 years before I could go to a barbecue. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but like,
no,
I equated certain things with like and even fishing. Like I love fishing, but I had to, like, I couldn't, for some reason I just equated these things with drinking. And I'm not even
me too, dude.
Yeah, but like I'm not even a drinker, but like it's like when I was trying to quit like drugs, which I am a drug addict primarily, but like my addiction was saying like, oh, just drink this shit, you know what I mean? Just drink this, and then like when I wasn't satisfied, if you will, then it would kick in, the other addiction would kick in, but like it would come at me. My addiction would come at me through drinking,
Sure.
and like. So I used to equate those things with drinking, so I had to stay away from it for a while.
I had to approach it differently, where I just said, fuck it. And I'm not tempted. I can go into a bar. I don't like being around drunks, but it doesn't, but I don't crave, I can sit there in a bar and drink, water or soda or, whatever, but it doesn't bother me. So like, after I quit drinking, I was playing in a pool league. I was playing in a poker league. I was playing, I was constantly at bars, but it didn't, if I wanted to enjoy myself, I had to not let it bother me, because I wasn't going to give up playing pool. Not everybody can do that. I'm just thankful I could,
Yeah.
I'd like to shoot you a good game of 9, though.
I'll shoot anybody. I'm not saying I'm good, but that's how you learn, is you play people better than you.
That's true.
That's That's right.
No, I can hold my own.
Man, I come on here to say something. I done sat here and forgot.
Donald says I suck at pool now that I don't drink.
You know, I was gonna say that too. Like a little bit of a buzz is where I used to peak. My game would peak, and then I'd get sloppy drunk, and then I'd suck. But
Yeah, completely fall apart.
yeah. But really, all it is you get a little couple of beers in you, and like you let your inhibitions go. You let your mind go a little bit. All that self criticism and all that stupid shit. You know what I mean? But there's other ways to do it. You just gotta learn how to do it.
Fuck that beer, man. Get that. Wow, took it one on
What's
one.
up, Jeff?
Hey,
Hey, Bugs. Hey, Buzzard. Mike.
how you doing?
What's up, brother?
Buzzard on. I had to come on and say hi. I haven't talked to him in a while, and it's awesome that he's on and not having any technical issues.
Who?
You
Mo? Oh, well.
can hear
Give
you
it
plain
time,
as
man.
day.
Second time's a charm.
Yeah, I used to, when I first got out of the military, before I really knew what I wanted to do, I took a job as an opening bartender at a pretty large bar. So I'd come in at like 3 p.m, stock everything, and run the bar until like 9:30. You know, I mean, it'd be off earlier than most bartenders. But it'd only take me about a half an hour to stock everything. So, and no customers would come in until after work, you know. So from about 4 to 5:15, 5:30 every day, I'd just shoot pool by myself, you know, just because there was a pool table there and I could. And
I'm done.
when you shoot just for an hour a day, day after day, you can get really good.
Especially if
yeah,
it's the table matters too. Like if you play on the same table, like it sounds like a cop out sometimes, but like because I used to say that shit to bowlers, they'd be like, I can't bowl on this lane. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? It's all wood. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it's some people can't. Like
Well, if you get
we jumped on a table the other night, and immediately I knew there was a dead bumper. She hit a ball, it hit the bumper, and I knew the bumper was dead. I was like, well, switch tables.
When you get used to shooting on a bar-sized table, too, that's a lot different than shooting on a full-size table.
Oh, yeah. But what's great is play on a full, like I managed a pool hall for a while, for a few years, and we had regulation side Brunswick, Royal Crown, you know, tables.
You look like one of them individuals would be over a pool.
You play on those tables and then go to a bar table. Bar table is like kids play, child's play.
Yeah.
Right. Well, what was that? What's that pool game? Or I seen it in the pool hall, but it's like a cross, and it's got bumpers all in the middle.
That's bumper pool.
Yeah.
We didn't have that.
It's like octagon shape almost.
Yeah, we did have a table.
I was like, man, I ain't got high enough to play that.
Have you ever seen a 3-ball table? It looks like a pool table, but it has no pockets.
What the hell's the purpose of that?
It's a game that you play with 3 balls. The table is specifically made for this game. There's like 2 whites and a red, and there's a strategy of where you have to hit 2 balls in a rail, and it's just there's this whole game involved. But yeah, we had a few of those tables.
Buzz, man, I couldn't play that.
Or a snooker table, huge.
Where I grew up, but way before I was in high school, all through the 70s and then through the 80s and then even into the 90s before it closed, there was a pretty iconic live music bar here called the Pomp Room. And they've since made a documentary on it. But their shtick was that they had an L-shaped pool table. And people would come from all over to play this thing. It was crazy.
Well, how did that work?
It looked just like a bar-sized pool table, but on one side where that center pocket is, it went out in length that same distance. So it was a perfect 90-degree L.
Huh.
So was this center pocket now a corner pocket?
Yeah, outside
Yeah.
corner pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose
Oh,
if you chop the edge off of two pool tables, you could just kind of fuse them together and just make a big L. Like, I mean,
Yeah, this thing
Yeah,
was professionally made by a company. And what was cool is I've talked about that bar before is every time big bands would come and play at the arenas and the bigger venues around, like Aerosmith and Kiss and stuff, afterwards they'd go to this bar and do like a live music set. They'd come in and play 3-4 songs at this bar. They just used whatever band was theirs shit and took over the stage and would play 3 or 4 songs. And that was like, that's why they made a documentary on this place, is because they were kind of famous for that. But that's the one thing that all these bands took pictures of themselves by, was playing or laying across the L-shaped pool table.
Yeah, it's a lot of bank shots. I'm guessing.
It's really weird.
it's like,
I mean,
it's like
it's a novelty, right? Until you start playing it, then you're like, shit, this is really challenging, you know?
Sure.
it's like miniature golf or pool.
Yeah.
Without the hazard.
Put the freaking Happy Gilmore clown on it. Like, I didn't expect anyone to know what the hell I was talking about.
Yeah, that's funny. Beat the shit out of that clown.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, when I worked at that bar, once I started getting pretty good at pool, somebody had talked me into going and buying a good cue, so I went and bought a nice McDermott cue, you know.
Sure.
And I'd keep it in a case behind the bar all the time because I worked 6 days a week. But whenever somebody would come in and say, do you want to play pool? I'd always go out and use a bar stick for 2 or 3 games. And I wouldn't try to play bad. I just wouldn't try to play great, you know. And then once they'd say, you want to play for $20 or whatever, then I'd say, sure. And I'd go over and get my cue out from behind the bar. And they'd be like, oh, fuck, what's going on here?
Hey, they wanted to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was like 21, I would go into a bar. If I just had enough money for beer and a game of pool, I'd drink and play pool all night just because I didn't lose.
Yeah.
Because everybody was like, oh, you want to play for a beer? Sure.
But I'm with Buzzard. I do like a good game of 9-ball. That to me, that is the challenge of 9-ball. And rather than, I don't mind playing singles and pool, but playing doubles, I would much rather, especially doubles where you start playing for money, to where I can't control what my partner does, you know? And so I'm betting on him as well as me. I kind of prefer playing cutthroat, where if you have a bottle of the pills, you know, where if you've got 4 guys playing, everybody's their own team, and you draw 3 pills. There's a number for each ball in the bottle. So you draw 3 pills out, and you know what your 3 numbers are, and they don't.
And you put them underneath the rail, and
now it's elimination. As long as I keep making, I can keep eliminating balls that aren't mine. And once your 3 balls are down, you're out. And to me, that's I think that's just really a fun game to play when you got several people.
I ain't never played it.
Yeah, some people call it pill pool, but no, it's fun.
We called it pill pool before there was really a drug. Back then, the drugs you either smoked or them, right? There was no pills.
Well, that's what we called them. They were pills in a bottle. I mean, it was called a pill bottle, and
plastic little aspirin-sized things that had a number on it.
But it lost me at the pill bottle. I'd say I don't take none, thank you.
Kaiju said, I figured out what wood knocking is. It's Bigfoot playing pool.
Playing pocket.
Hey guys,
ball.
you can't piss Simone at us. We've never talked about pool before, and it's not fishing.
Yeah.
So
and it's not rock clacking. It's he's clacking two balls together, maybe, or when you have them all when you're racking it, and then you see. I hate it when somebody does this, but they get it on and they grab the cue ball and go kink 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 on the one ball in front, and it's like, dude, stop.
Then you leave a divot. Tom Cruise says, "Have you seen my movie? What's the color of money?" I think it's just the color of money, but yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. It's all right.
Man, that's my rock, man.
Danny Stanton says, "I haven't lost a game of chess, my favorite game, since I was 11. Is that when you played last? When you were 11?
I've never. That's one thing I
Pretty impressive.
I've
impressive.
never really played, and I never really wished that I had played until just recently. I've got 4 or 5 friends that are just chess fanatics, and they'll get together at what if somebody's always hosting a party, get together in their garage drinking beer, and they've got 2 or 3 chess boards up, and I'll just sit there and drink beer and watch them play. It's entertaining. But it's not even a fun game to watch if you don't understand the parameters of movement, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've played it a few times. Like I know the moves, but I don't know the strategy of it. So I don't play. Although what I used to like playing was backgammon.
Imagine they played chess at parties like they do spades. They like slap down the rook.
Domino too. I played domino.
Dominoes, that's another good game.
Around here, we usually get out cards and we play pitch. And the guys I play with will play for money, you know, and it gets pretty cutthroat. We play 4-point pitch, low to the holder. Trump opens. So there's so many variables and types of games of pitch. You can play 7-point, 10-point, 11-point, but
don't know what that is.
Yeah,
there's all different games of dominoes.
Although pitch
you
is
play
a
euchre
game,
too, don't you?
When it comes to 4-point pitch, I could teach you how to play it in. You know, if we played it as we were playing it and I just explained to you, you know, you saw everybody's hands, why they're playing what they're playing. In 30 minutes, you can learn the game. You'll learn more strategy every time you play the game, but you'd learn it well enough to play it, you know. Whereas chess, it's like, I feel like it'd be going back to college and taking a 101 class and a...
Well, like I thought I knew how to play chess until I watched that movie, it's a series called like Queen's Gambit, and like I'm like watching this girl, and like they're slapping the thing and moving the thing. I'm like
using the timer.
Oh yeah, forget it.
What's up, Patrick? Good to see you.
Like I get.
What else? Yeah, I think I excelled in everything that you could do in a bar.
Yep.
Darts.
Yeah. But like in the army, I learned that dominoes, like there's so many different types of dominoes, like because there's you know, like I learned different, like from like different Spanish guys, like I learned like there's all these different types of dominoes. Like I thought there was like I only knew one way, you know what I mean? Like I think it was like something called like chicken foot or some crap like that.
Yeah.
I used to play actually when I worked in the pool hall, we had a big Korean crowd and Asian crowd, and I got into playing just Chinese poker.
Yeah.
It was like fuck it, new game. All right.
Another thing that I've watched a lot at the casino, but I don't know. It's just something that I guess when it comes to games of chance, if you're going to play for money on anything, I just assume play something I'm familiar with. And I've kind of gotten my whole feeling about casinos is that I'd rather invite 5, 7, 8 friends over and play Texas Hold'em at ourselves. 2 or 3 of you are going to win, and 2 or 3 of you are going to lose your ass. But nobody loses to the house. One of us always wins.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd rather play a game at home than play live poker at a casino. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
I've been
do
in
$20 buy-in, and it's
Yeah.
everybody can handle that.
yeah.
Mm.
I played a lot of home games. I used to sponsor a lot of home games.
About every 2 weeks, we have a group of guys that we get together at one of our houses and play Texas Hold'em. And the nice thing about it is, we'll play like 3 times a night, 3 games a night over 6 hours. And it's like you said, Muggs, it's $20 buy-in. You get 10,000 in chips, and you play it out. And when last man standing, everybody rebuys in and starts over. And each game, depending on if it's your turn to host, like if it's my turn to host, I'll get like 3 Starbucks gift cards for, $10-20 a piece.
Sure.
And that's what each game's for. And so I'm always supplying the prizes if the game's at my house. But now the next time somebody else hosts, they're giving away whatever, spiral sliced hams or whatever they bought for prizes.
There's a meat raffle going on.
Whatever.
Y'all better tighten up.
Hey, Marty.
Hey, Mogs. How are you?
Good. How was your show?
It was good.
Good.
Yeah. It was fun.
Her show is a trip. I mean, man. So, me scratching well, I ain't gonna tell you what I scratched, but my head, like I can't believe what the hell y'all talking about over there. But it's a good show. I was like, man, I never thought of that. Me and my dumb ass. But, I mean,
didn't know where to go with that. I'm sorry.
I'd love to tell you what I don't even know what he said. I'd love to know.
Well, I was lost. I left there confused. I'm not so confused. I put on a dress.
Well, that's good.
There's a lot of people out there, man. They don't know what bathroom to go in. What the hell, man? Excuse me.
Oh God.
Well, really, man. I went in this one chat right the other night, man, and trans what? Are they transport? The tranny people, man.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just random.
I know what he's talking about.
I'm like,
Do you?
He's talking about transgender.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I meant, I ain't so damn confused. I walk out in a dress. I mean,
hey.
I'm sorry, but talking about confused individuals. Don't know if it's. Never mind.
Right. Richie Evans, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, the real stats.
Hey, Richie.
Good to see you as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had to bail. Like I watched most of your show, and then I had to get ready for this. And
yeah, thank you.
So I didn't see. Did she? I've yet to see her.
Jessica.
I have yet to see Cryptid Huntress. Is that what she calls herself? I've never seen a show. I just never seen a remote viewing. I don't know why.
She's got a good show. I love her show. She's got a really, really good show. She always has really good guests, I have to say. She really does. She has great guests and so many different topics. And
who was your lady on tonight? I got there late. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones, the Cryptid Huntress.
Oh,
she's with Dave Scott now, right?
Yeah, she's on Spaced Out Radio Saturday nights and Sunday nights, and then
She's been over there for a while, though.
Yeah, she's been there for a while.
She was broadcasting not only on her own channel and not only on Dave's channel, but for quite a while she was on Texas Front Porch, was actually broadcasting on there too. So she was hosting a show on 3 different networks technically, but yeah, she's gained a lot of popularity.
Well, I mean, you're double dipping now too, right? You're in the Untold Network.
There's the chair.
Well, I don't do
the chair.
But
Jay is back in his chair.
Hey, you look so at home. I love it.
Thank you.
Like he's got good color.
Thank you, sir. It's because this orange shirt.
Yeah, it's good glare.
Well, it's working for you there, Mr. Bright J.
Thank you, sir.
You've been out there playing soccer, ain't you?
Hey, Buzzard, you really get confused when you see one of those bathrooms got a man and a woman on the front door, don't you?
Well, I have to stop and scratch my head a minute.
and it's got one of those changing tables inside. It's like, what do I do with that?
I was just gonna say that.
That doesn't look strong enough to hold me.
I was gonna say it ain't no place to lay down, you know.
Oh my
I'll
word!
nap on that thing if I can get small enough.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Every time I sit on it, it keeps falling off the wall.
I bet you don't feel like you should apologize for pool anymore, do you, Mokes? Look at where the topic went.
I had another accident a while ago.
No.
Oh shit!
I stepped in dog poop in my boot.
That's better than a bare foot.
That's right, man. That's exactly
He only has one bare foot right now.
That's not like you can take it off. You know?
I had to take it off outside, clean it up.
Get it all in between your toes.
How long was the smell of the feet in the air?
You tell the dog owners.
Oh boy!
No, it's good to see you back home, Jay. Really.
Thank you. I'm well taken care of. Becky's taking good care of me.
Right.
You look
I'm
like
glad to know that.
you done this on purpose, didn't you?
I don't understand a damn word you said, boy.
I said you done it on purpose. Oh, I tell you what, man.
You know what it is? I don't think we can
step on that other foot.
Yeah.
hear too well.
Oh no, I hear him plain as day. I don't know either.
Maybe my volume's down. What the hell? Hold on, let me see.
Man,
everybody
ain't
thinks.
Man, could y'all? I got this
you
new microphone, and I ain't turned no knobs on it, and I'd like to try it right now, see if y'all can tell any difference.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
There's only 2 knobs on it, so I'll hurry.
Where are they right now? Is it like halfway?
The top button, I can't see what it's on there, but
Oh, no.
that's wide open. Hello.
Okay. Well, Buzzard, just a little tip that was given to me a long time ago was
Turn
when
your
you're
gain
starting
down.
with a new mic,
Yeah.
turn it to about just past half, not quite 2/3 of the way. And that's usually the sweet spot for most of them.
And don't open up your Jolly Ranchers with your mic on.
I don't even do that anymore.
I noticed.
Although I had
Thank you.
literally 5 people message me, Marty, and say, I cannot believe she told you not to do that. But I pre-open them before the show now just because you said it.
Fabulous.
But I don't know if it can y'all.
You break it up a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
Heard
turn.
that fine.
Is that better or hell,
That's about
man?
the same.
I ain't got nothing to say really.
I hear you fine.
No, it sounds good.
All
Hey,
right.
I'll be back if I can. Somebody's stirring out here.
All right, dude.
Bye,
See you in a bit.
Mike.
Bye,
See
guys.
you later, man. Be sanitary.
So everybody thinks Jay got his color back, but the truth is he's just not in front of a white wall anymore. I think he
Yeah.
just looks,
Right?
And white
he looks
sheet.
better back in his
In a
own
white
environment.
t-shirt.
He was
Yeah.
looking pearly. Very pearly. I was
You
worried
look
about you.
groovy. You look groovy, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are kicking somebody's ass before you know it.
Those days are over, brother.
I heard you.
Mhm.
Well, watch your step, man. That gum. I never quite understood how you fell and broke your ankle. I mean, I can't fathom that. But by God, I reckon you did it.
Yeah,
that
he did it.
that screwed up, man.
So
I'll
luckily the surgery went really well, and it wasn't
Yeah.
as bad as they thought it was.
Right.
So your healing time is a lot quicker too.
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
in your
And
rehab. That's good.
I've always been one to heal. If I got a cut or something like that, I've always been a guy. I heal quick. So hopefully I'll heal a bit fast.
That good blood.
I just want to thank everybody for all the concern. I appreciate everybody.
Yeah,
We
man.
love you.
I love you too. All of you.
Jay,
Oh,
put some bridges on.
hey Richie, wish Dawn a happy birthday, would you?
Yes. Happy birthday to Dawn.
That's Richie's partner in crime.
I wish I wasn't laid up. I'd go camping with you guys if I wasn't laid up.
Oh,
That's
that's a later day.
That's
Jay,
right, Jay.
You got 2 weeks to heal, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
2 weeks.
We'll
Bring
see
in a
how-
wheelchair.
I mean, you're just going to be, you're not going to be, 30 miles from me, you know? About 30 miles.
I'm coming to get you.
Stevie, did you actually pick a place? Did you
I haven't-
decide?
No, not yet. I just found out today that I can have off.
So we're gonna
I don't
look
have
into
to,
making a reservation.
Yeah, I don't have to go anywhere, so I'm good.
Cool.
Well, Okeechobee is not, but Okeechobee is just 15 miles from my house. But the other side,
The
where
other
you
side
guys
of it.
yeah, it's about another 15 miles, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
we're
at least-
familiar
I'll at
with the
least
area,
pop
so
over and see you, Jay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, hon.
I said
Yeah,
I
we
can
might all
pop
do that,
over
man.
and see you.
we'll take a ride over to Jay's house.
Make sure you
Yeah.
stop by Sonic and grab a chocolate shake on your
That's
way,
right.
please.
We'll bring
We'll,
you a milkshake.
We'll
I'll
play it by
bring a
ear.
stripper.
We'll play it by ear, okay?
Okay.
No,
No.
just your ear. Listen for the doorbell. That's all you gotta
Hey, Jay, I'll bring you the Yeti. I'll bring you the Yeti back, okay?
Okay,
All right?
I heard you.
We're coming to see you.
That's right.
It'd be great to see you guys too.
We're not giving him a choice. Like I had a friend who was like, "Don't come over to my house unannounced." Yeah, right.
And you're like, knock, knock, knock.
Ding dong. What's up, dude? Dude, I told you. Yeah, whatever. Let me.
You know you're welcome here anytime. You know you're welcome here anytime. You know that.
Jay, you know you don't have to do anything but sit there and look pretty. We'll come see you.
Exactly.
Or just sit there at least. We don't want you to hurt yourself again.
Jeff, you way up north, ain't you?
Yep.
Okay.
Who was that addressed to?
What? I did.
He asked if I was up north.
Oh, you're up north. Okay.
Oh yeah. Jeff
Where,
is north.
Wisconsin?
Further north.
I'm in both South Dakota and northern Minnesota, depending on the
So
week.
Jeff, do you play euchre?
I haven't. No. There's a
No,
lot
I've
of
never
people that
played it
do
either.
around here.
Yeah. It's a card game. I've never played it, so I couldn't tell you the rules. But it's big in the Midwest. They have like euchre tournaments, like they have, Texas No Limit Hold'em or whatever, and
I like spades.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Stevie, we got to bring a deck of cards to the camping with us.
I have one in my glove box.
I was going to say.
I love it.
I didn't bring the chips with me to Florida. I had 2 boxes of chips too. Like I said, I play poker.
You'll have to teach me how to play poker because I'm not very good at poker.
It's pretty simple.
You have to
It's a lot of luck.
Kind of like
That's what poker is. I mean, it's the ability to bluff, to read people, and you know.
when I think about learning to play poker, I think about the movie Stripes. Where wasn't it John Candy telling that guy, well, you know, I'm not a betting man, but you know, if I did, I would bet. And he's like, talks him into going all in, and then he turns around and beats him right away. Goes, that's pretty good, but I got a better hand. He said.
That was a great movie.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Was that Stripes?
Was it Stripes that he does that in?
Wait, no,
or no?
Wait. No,
John
you're.
Candy
Which one
wasn't
do
in
they
Stripes.
take the RV? Which one do they take the RV and? Yeah,
They do.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
but
Yeah, I don't think he's in the first half. I think
the movie where it's when they're in the actual when they're actually in basic training.
Yeah.
Where the one they got the psycho guy that says, "You touch my shit, I'll kill you." You know that's them.
Nobody calls me Francis. You call me Francis, I'll kill you.
John Candy is in that. I'm pretty sure, isn't he, or not?
I don't know. Let me Google it.
Maybe he's not. I'm trying to remember who it was that was Was it Bill Murray that was giving him the
Bill Murray? Let's see. John Candy was.
Yeah,
no,
I was gonna say I know it's
Candy
John
was.
Candy. I can see
played
his
Ox.
face when he goes, "That's a pretty good hand." He says, "You know, I'm not a betting man."
No, I remember that.
If
I just don't remember it from
I'd
that
go
movie.
all in right here, and then he bets it all, and then John Candy turns around and says, "That's a great hand." He goes, "But mine's better," and he beats him and takes his money.
Sergeant Holka is that big toe. That was a great movie.
It was.
And it's funny because the one guy's name in it, what's his name? Ramus. His character's name was Russell in that movie. So when they're like they're in that RV and they're shooting the flamethrower out, and all you hear is like Bill Murray going, "Russell should be here for this."
Robert says John Candy is definitely in Stripes. Dewey Owenberger, I think, was
Ox.
Dewey.
He played Ox.
Oxenberger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was
Oxenberger, yeah, Ox.
And yeah, Harold Ramis played Russell.
Yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That brings back memories.
What other movies?
John Candy was in so many great movies. I mean, just
Buck,
great movies.
Yeah.
You can't afford
the great outdoors with Dan.
You can't afford you can't afford to go to movies anymore.
Big Bear, chase me.
Shit, they don't make any movies worth going to, Jay. I was watching a football game Sunday, and they kept advertising this movie that's coming out, Cocaine Bear.
Oh yeah.
And I watched the promo for it like 8 different times in 2 hours during this game, and I'm thinking, who comes up with this plot? And who writes the plot? Hey, this is a movie about a bear that's addicted to cocaine, and brings it to a producer, and the producer says, "I love it. Here's $5 million. Go make the movie." I mean, how does this happen?
Yeah, it should have been like Cocaine Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were talking about it's too expensive to go see a movie in this town next to Dangerfield, Texas. They got a movie theater, and it's all, you know, it's an old one, but Rodney Dangerfield come to that movie thing, and somehow made a deal or something, but it cost $1 to go over and watch hell, any movie that's, coming out, whatever.
That's awesome.
But I don't think I'll be going to see no bear on cocaine movie.
So Joe says that's a true story. What's a true? Is Cocaine Bear based on a true story?
I don't know.
That's a dumb dealer. Is all I can say.
I know it got into somebody's stash, drug dealer stash, and
yeah. So he just posted. So, drug dealer dumped a big duffel bag out of a plane, and a bear found it and ate it and died. But this,
but this movie, that before he dies, he goes on a fucking rampage.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if it's a true story and somebody wants to make a documentary, somebody's going to be there to stroke a check for it, I guess.
When I was in the 11th grade, I think it was, at this Dangerfield movie theater over here in Dangerfield, whatever, Cheech and Chong come out Up in Smoke, man. And I was hiring buzzard pussy. But when I went there, and everybody was stoned, man. And there's one guy behind me on a few rows back. If I wasn't laughing I was in tears, man. If I wasn't laughing at what was on the screen, this guy behind me, when he laughed, it was like, ho, 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 ho. I'm like, man, what the hell? And that's how he laughed, I was rolling both ways, man.
You have an autobiography coming out, Jeff?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't have an autobiography.
Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong, the movie, when it come out. Hello?
Which
Funny
one?
movie.
Which one?
The first one.
Dave's not here, man.
Oh, that's a great scene. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? It's Dave. Dave who? It's Dave, man. Just let me in. Dave's not here.
I'll tell you a good movie that didn't a lot of people. It wasn't on the movie theaters very long. Was True Romance with Christian Slater and man, that was a good movie. It had one of the best.
I know about all that.
No,
romance.
I don't think I've
wait a
heard of
minute.
that.
Wait a minute. It was a love story, but it was also had mafia in it. Man, it was.
Man, Jay,
it was good.
Snap out of it, Jay. Come on.
Buzzard's gonna take your man card. You start talking about
He's gonna show up at your door before we get there.
Watching them romance movies.
He has a soft side.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Yes, he does.
I heard the soft side. Both my. Yeah,
I think that would be.
Thought he might slip one out there, but
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna get there and find his man.
He tried to play it off. I was like, my God, the gall of the man.
I think we found the shtick for Buzzards if he had his own channel.
What's
that he has to watch a chick flick and review it.
Watching
it.
I started to say he'd make a great movie critic. He'd make a great movie
critic.
rom-coms.
Oh man, when they go to kissing and everything, I'm going, God damn, wasting time.
That'd be great.
We can start with Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, and then The Notebook.
I quit kissing women long ago.
Right,
Don't
Stevie?
torture the guy. Just let him do rom-coms or something. No chick
A Walk
flicks.
in the Clouds.
I'd rather just flip her
What
over.
about The English Patient?
Buzzard, when's the last time you kissed a woman with your teeth in?
Excuse me.
With his in or hers in?
Say it again. Over.
I mean, if hers aren't in, there may be a reason.
What
for
the
that,
hell?
Jay.
I want to laugh too, I didn't hear you.
What is it? Jay, high five, man. I was.
On that one.
What you slip out there, Jay? Throw it at me one more time. Come on.
I said, when's the last time you kissed a woman with your teeth in?
Shit, man. I'd have to think on that one, buddy. It's like an old cowboy night says, bite me. I said, well, I can't, but I'll gun the hell out of you.
First, he's got to remember the last time he kissed a woman, and then he's got to try to remember
Were
were his teeth in or not.
Yeah.
Don't tell him where their mouth is, and why would I want to kiss them? Hey, you told me that. Don't kiss them in the mouth. They don't know where their dang mouth has been. Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
Good advice. Now that I think about it, so I just quit it. Yeah.
Anita, how's it going? Faster man, good to see you.
I'm sorry.
Wow. See, I hope Chad gets the laugh that we get. You know?
They seem to be getting a real kick out of Jay at the moment with his comments.
yeah.
His swole up ankle.
Some of them, they say they're crying. That made their night.
I wish I lived close by. I'd come over and just aggravate the shit out of you.
I wish you lived closer too, brother.
Oh, I'd bring a cane switch, I promise.
You two would get into some trouble together, I
Yeah.
think.
Just outrageous. Slap him over on that belly, you know. So.
Can you imagine him and me and Michael Haywood if we lived in the same neighborhood?
Man,
Whoa. That would be a
down
reality show
where
right
you were
there.
at last month, Jay, yelling at all them ladies out trying to take a walk every evening.
No comment.
Now we know why he's limping.
you can't.
One of those ladies hurt him.
The three of them would be walking around. The three of them would be walking around the neighborhood with Jay's dog, trying to use the dog to attract all the ladies a little closer.
Richie wants to know how many of us have had Korean barbecue. I have.
I've
When
never
you-
had Korean barbecue. What's the
When you, Jay,
Yeah.
when you broke down there, man, there in the last couple of days, whatever, before your surgery or whatever, I seen you on here, and you said you had to get him to go let your dog out. And from what I understand, somebody's living there with you or something, or somebody, and I don't know who was sitting here beside me and was watching that, and well, there's some fucking goddamn neighbor he's got living in there, won't even let his dog out. When his man here broke down, can't hardly walk.
Well, I read that too, but what it is, the guy that I was living with, he goes to bed he gets up at 3:30 in the morning, so he goes to bed at 7:30, and it was about 8 or 9 o'clock when I was doing that. So he'd been in bed for an hour and a half. So I wouldn't wait.
My bad.
That's all right. I wouldn't ask him to get up and walk my dog. No.
But we
I
did.
heard
Hey,
feel
if you
bad
would
for
have
you.
made a couple of lady friends down there, then you could just text one of them and say,
Yeah.
would you
Hey,
mind
baby,
coming over?
go walk my
I need to
dog."
let my dog out.
Yeah.
well, who says he didn't?
Well,
I
Well,
wish
the
I
problem
had.
was whenever he texted that to her, he wasn't talking about his actual dog, I think, is the
I
problem.
ain't saying that.
I wish
Go
I had as
big,
many
go.
lady friends as y'all say I do. No.
Yeah.
No.
So okay, so what's the deal with the Korean barbecue thing?
Richie I guess Richie had it recently and wanted to know if anybody else has had it. And
Oh yeah, I like.
yeah.
We got a good Korean barbecue here in Sebring. It's really good.
What is
I got
it? What's so
hibachi
special about it?
Well, I don't know. I ain't a goddamn Korean. I just only thing I know is
Don't eat the kimchi.
Oh, the
Oh my
kimchi
gosh,
is so
it's
good.
funny.
It's good's all I know.
It's good.
Kimchi is
All
good.
right.
How
And
was
it's
native
fresh.
carrot?
They made
Put
you
it
know, it's
downwind
fresh.
of you. Whew.
Michael, come on, Michael. Get up here.
Smelled like my last girlfriend. Ooh, God, nasty, bro.
Let me put this link.
Was your last girlfriend Corinne there at Buzzard?
I don't know what she was. I didn't care either.
Was she Coyote Ugly?
Man, I don't know. I didn't turn the light on.
Apparently not. He still got both arms.
We're just boyfriend, girlfriend overnight, you know. Grandpa said, y'all having relations. I said, who?
You
Relations.
were related?
No. What'd you say? No. Relations. You know,
Oh, okay.
them old folks,
Understood.
y'all having relations.
Bat Mom says, "Oh my God, my boys looked at me with a shocked expression when Jay said that." Welcome to the show, kids.
There's going to be a pop quiz at the end.
You're gonna have to start putting little
I'm
warning
going
disclaimers on the screen when you get Jay and Buzzard
I know.
on at
Man.
the same time.
I'm telling you, all we
Hell.
need is Michael. We need Michael up
Y'all
here.
the only people I talk to all week, man. I mean, shit.
Coyote Ugly or Werewolf Beautiful. That's
It's cool,
good,
man.
Michael.
I did finally get a shower today, though.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've been sponge bathing. I tell you what, it's the first time I ever broke anything, and I had to give myself sponge baths. And I got in the shower. I finally got in the shower today. Of course, I couldn't. There's places I couldn't reach because I can't bend all the way over, But man,
I was gonna say that's the bad part is you can't
They
reach
make
the
things for
sponge
that.
to the
You
parts
need
that
one
need it the most.
yeah, there's
You need
places.
one of them commode brushes, you know. Got them bristles on it. And, you can get to them spots there today.
Hey Buzzard, if you live closer, would you come over and reach those spots for me?
You canky individual, you.
I love it.
But I tell you what, I'll bring a girl over. I'll bring a girl over and watch her clean it or scrub it or whatever.
That'll work even better.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just stunk her in there and I'll close the door. I don't know what happened.
Let's go, people.
You put
What's up, man? How are
a
you?
sponge on a 10-foot pole,
All right.
it wouldn't be long enough.
Talking about Korean barbecue, you actually cook your own food. Everything is marinated as is. So all the spices and everything's been marinated for days or whatever. 24 hours.
Who is this? That boy all D?
And then you take your pork, whatever, or lamb, whatever, and you throw it on a barbecue little thing, and you cook it. And it's so thinly sliced that it takes maybe 3 to 4 minutes to cook each piece of meat.
So basically, if you can unpackage the template of Who Hot and put it on steroids and do it yourself, that's kind of the concept. Everything's fresh. You decide what's going to be in it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what they do here.
With it.
They do the same thing here, Richard. You walk up to they got other plates that you can fit.
It's a buffet.
You can choose from, but the best way to do it is go up there and have them prepare it for you. Yeah.
Oh, well, see, this place, you actually sit down. You sit down at a table. It has three on one side and 3 on the other side plates. You make your soups, and you have 6 choices of different broths. Just all it is different type of broth, like tomato broth. I don't know. I had something.
Cooking this in front of you?
No, you sit down, you cook yourself, and you have a little barbecue thing.
You cook it yourself?
You cook yourself. You take the
raw
meat, throw on, put a little bit of butter into the pan, and I don't know, it's 500 degrees probably. and you drop the meat down on it, and you cook your own meat. So you have pork belly, seafood of all types, fresh everything, seafood wise. There's one place that's in Spring Hills called Mr. Hot Pocket. Oh my God, it's so amazing. You guys will love it. If you're talking about good quality food,
of the big metro areas have several either Korean barbecue or Mongolian barbecue themed type restaurants. Minneapolis has a great one. Last time I was in Vegas, I noticed that several of the bigger casinos have really good Korean barbecue themed restaurants too that are pretty interesting.
Well, there you get like a choice, but I think with some of these places where you sit down and they cook for you, like at the hibachi in front of you, where they're spinning the eggs and doing all the crazy shit and making volcanoes out of cut up onions and whatnot. Yeah, no, huh? Yeah, but it's a set meal that you're getting. It's always everybody gets the same meal.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Japanese steakhouse crossed into the
a Benihana.
Actually, it's better. You actually cook your own food. You have your own broth, and you can dip it in. You could basically blanch it, and you can put it in there. You cook your barbecue. You cook everything. You have quail eggs and everything. Oh my God! First time I ever had quail eggs. It was amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
I'm with you on that.
The place on Route 19 in Florida. In Spring Hill, the name of the town. $30 a plate per person. With drink and all, with tip, it's probably about $40 tops per person. $35, $40, something like that. You know, it was just Dawn, her son, his fiance,
a little cheaper than sushi,
and my other buddy. So it's 5 of us for like $173.
That's not bad.
Like not including tip. Yeah, but $30 tip. So make it over 210 maybe, something like that. Out the door, 5 people. Almost 2 hours. Eating for almost 2 hours. Oh my God. It's all you can eat too.
Broke ass honky, so
So Richie, Mr. Lee's asking, what's the strangest type of meat you have eaten?
Ostrich.
Me and David that stay outside and wait on.
That's not that weird, dude. That's good meat.
Ostrich, well, it is. It's delicious. But the problem is with ostrich is it's 97% pure fat free. So you actually have to add 98% fat free. So you have to add fat to
if you're gonna make like a ground ostrich or something,
yeah, or a steak.
But you have to do that to venison anyways, you know, a lot of lean meat.
Yeah. I had ostrich. I had elk, deer, caribou. The other
biscuits and gravy.
I had about 20 different types of meats in my life. That all through the country. I never had bear yet.
I mean, locally,
I tried jerkies all over the country. So different jerkies and different meats from my native Indian friends. So,
right on.
Well, send me about half a pound.
if I can find some good meat like that, I'll be eating every day.
Woo. Hey, I like
it's funny because about 50% of the meat in 50% of the meat in my freezer is elk and venison and antelope. And
Michael Haywood said $30 and you get to keep the plate.
Woohoo! Let's play frisbee.
So you were talking about this girl who does smoke viewing. What the hell is that about?
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
I don't know, dude.
It's not the stuff that the U.S. government was doing, right?
Yes.
With the project something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know what project it is, but yeah.
Are they watching us?
No, I know there was. They had
You're
tons of
safe.
people
You're safe, Buzzer.
Yeah.
in the government thing,
Excuse me.
and they gave them accordions, like spots, like southwest, northeast, blah blah.
Coordinates. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce it. And they'll give them a spot
Mom,
like
go
that,
see
and they didn't tell them where it is in the world
Hey,
or where it was. And they had there was 3 or 4 people that were really good at it, and they were actually seeing stuff on the moon.
man, better get
Yeah.
that dog back.
No, sorry, the dog's
to me,
outside.
it'd be weird dating a woman who was a remote viewer because I mean, it's like you come
What
home
is
and
a
she's like,
remote reader? That's
like,
like-
so what'd you do today? And I'd be like, why do you gotta ask me stupid questions like that?
I saw
mean,
where you've been.
You know what the hell I did today. If what you can do is what you can do, I mean, why would you have to ask me? Trying to catch me in a lie, are you?
Get that dog.
Hey, Jeff.
I'm barking.
Hey, Jeff,
Oh.
that guy you had
Shut
on last night, or Monday night, was really good. That Shane guy.
Yeah, Shane.
I like
Forrest.
Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
Well, he
shows
has a
you
lot
have
of
a
he has a
week?
lot of people he's tied into. That was the most live viewers that I had at one point on a show. At one point,
You
it
know,
was
what
like
I-
just over 90 on.
I need to know
one of
your
the things I'd like to know about the Olympic project, they were putting up a Hadrian's Wall with, the trail cams trying to like funnel the Sasquatch to come through a specific area. And I've not heard any like update on that.
Yeah,
at
there's
all.
I know another group too that was doing that up here in northern Minnesota that
Mhm.
created what they felt was being utilized as a corridor, and so they went in to where they thought they had been finding trackways, and they put up like 5 game cameras at 40-yard or 50-yard intervals that all of them face this way. And then
Mhm.
in another side of this alley, they all face that way, so that the backs
They're
of the
gonna
cameras
be- yeah.
create a walkway
Mhm.
that you could come through and not be in front of them ever. And they did this to see if they could get not just Sasquatch, but actually get deer to start using this and get bears to start. Like, did they just feel more comfortable, which would show that they were able to sense that it was facing one direction over the other. But I'm not sure what they came up with that. I haven't read the results.
Yeah, it's very interesting to me.
How's your project going, Jeff? Have you heard anything back?
As far as
results,
as far as the LMS2 stuff, LMS2 is taking incredibly longer to, just because there's so many different things that they're putting into this. But no, I have not been privy to anything as far as, and they don't have all of, I never submitted all of the samples.
Just do me a favor and specify, let people know what LMS stands for. LMS2.
Okay, well, Legend Meets Science 2 is a documentary that Doug is producing with Justin and a couple others, and they're covering a lot of different things. Legend Meets Science, the original one, was released in 2004, I believe it was, or 5, and it's often been referred to as kind of that cutting edge moment that brought what we are trying to learn and how we're trying to learn it and analyzing different things to a documentary format that people started referencing. They're doing a second version of it now. I mean, almost 20 years later, that is, just to give an example, one of the things they've got in it is a human being that can actually make infrasound. They can produce infrasound. So to understand how they did it, they put a remote small little camera down their throat. They're looking at their vocal cords. They're showing you how he does this. And it's filled with lots of segments like that we're trying to put some light on the things that people keep talking about in this community, but maybe really don't understand, But part of it, Darby Orclett and a team of different labs were going to be looking at samples that they received from around the country. Now, I think that's part of one of the things that's holding it up is where they're going to get these samples from, who they're getting them from, making sure they're working with samples that they feel confident about. I have no part of that. I'm no part of the production of this deal. So I knew going in that finding out the results could be a lengthy deal.
Yeah.
But I didn't provide everything that I had, just saying, well, what if I never see him again, right? I don't want that to be the case either. So I've got a book that's coming out here in a few weeks. The second half of my book, I'm talking about upcoming research, vector collected DNA studies showing different areas of science where they're actually using this technology and how I'd like to start using it in our community. It's an example of going out of our corner of the room and trying to involve other people in other areas of science that maybe aren't pro Bigfoot, and looking at what they're doing in the technology they're using and saying, would you help us put a thumbs up or a thumbs down to this mystery? Why not? I'm not asking you to stake your reputation. Either you're going to be a part of proving it true or proving it negative. I mean, so it's not hard to find people who are interested in that if you pitch it the right way. So the second half of this book talks about that. And that's my plan for the end of 2023 and 2024 is to try to use this vector collected DNA samples. And that'll be done in an agreement with a university that will test whatever samples are brought to the table. And at that time, I'd like to have some of these samples to bring to the table with those rather than say, oh, I still wish I had some of those samples. I wish I wouldn't have given them all to that,
Sure. It's covered in your ass. So vectoring, I mean, explain that. Are you talking about the thing like we were talking about? You brought up with the mosquitoes?
I've done a show on it, with mosquito studies. There's a large collection from a biohub, 2 universities, 3 scientists from Sweden, 1 from Switzerland, 2 people from the U.S. Biohub that were all on this team and were using mosquito traps, and they would collect mosquitoes out of it wasn't a really remote area. It was in California. It was a wetlands. And what they're trying to study is figure out, can a mosquito bite a mule deer that has a virus? That mule deer has a virus. And then could it bite another mule deer 2 days later and transfer that virus? Or from a rabbit to a squirrel, things like that. So they were looking at
please did it. So
what they wanted to map was all these different animals. So they collected out of hundreds of mosquitoes in a couple hours one night. They had 60 mosquitoes that had fed on a blood host within the last 24 hours. Out of those 60 mosquitoes, 45 of them, they identified that, first of all, there's 4 different species of mosquitoes. So the first thing they need to do is they take this mosquito and mash it up in a blender, so to speak, in nerd terms. And they're looking at the mush and they identify one, here's the genomic sequence of the type of mosquito it was.
Yeah.
Now, everything other than that is going to come from the blood host. And they would then identify this mosquito fed on a mule deer, or this mosquito fed on a rabbit, or a duck. There was some avian samples. But 45 of them, they identified what that blood host was that mosquito fed on. 15 of them they looked at and they said, these fed on humans. And they threw those samples away because they weren't studying vector transfer of viruses amongst humans. They didn't use those samples. And I started thinking, what if you did this in reverse of what they did? What if you were in a really remote area of British Columbia or Alaska or northern Manitoba, and you went out in June when you can literally collect thousands of mosquitoes overnight, and you came out and said, well, 280 of them have fed on a blood host, and you test all of those, and I don't care if it's a moose, a bear, a deer, whatever, I'm getting rid of those. I'm looking for the ones that seem to have fed on a human or part human DNA in an area where there really shouldn't be any humans. And let's start finding what's the genomic sequence of that blood host, and can we find matches? And could we do that in one area and do it in another area? And are those matches showing the same animal or the same species that's part human DNA that's all identical? Well, you could start putting a thumbs up to this thing does exist even if we don't have a body. But if you were to go out and do it in, let's say, 5 different areas, and after 10,000 samples, you don't have one that shows a part human DNA, you don't have a blood host like that, you're starting to put a thumbs down to it. I mean,
you're like hitting the lottery.
So I'm not saying it does put a thumb down to it. I'm just saying it would be these scientists involved would have a harder time signing on to that this thing could exist.
Right.
So there is a detriment to the possibility of the outcome, but in the book that I'm releasing, it talks in depth about it and what that would look like and how it would work. But the technology is out there, and it doesn't cost $5,000 to test one of these samples.
You need some mosquito catchers.
That's the easiest part. You put a little propane device out that has a little propane fuel deal on it.
I ain't gonna go that far.
It has looks like an empty water bottle on top,
Right.
5-gallon water bottle, and it fills this thing with warm air, and those mosquitoes fly in and they can't fly out and they get trapped. And in northern Minnesota, you set that thing up in one night in the mid to late June, you'll literally catch 1,000 mosquitoes in a night.
Damn. Well, man, since you brought this up,
sounds like a good,
about, the mosquitoes going from deer or whatever, being the blood host. Have y'all heard about this disease that's
CWS?
Chronic wasting?
Yeah.
What was that, Jeff?
Chronic wasting
Chronic
syndrome?
wasting disease, CWD.
Okay, well, I think so. But
that's not just transferred by mosquitoes. That's often transferred by small bodies of water that the same deer herd is all drinking out of the same puddle. It can get transferred that way even easier.
Oh, hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Feel better, Judy. Get some rest.
Take care, Judy. Prayers on. Feel better.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to hit the hay too, guys. It's been all
right, Marty. Well, it was good to see you.
It's only Tuesday. It's been crazy.
Yes,
my voice is starting to go, and so.
Well, again, it was great to see you. Talk to you soon.
Yes, definitely.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Have an amazing rest of your night.
Good night, Marty.
Night.
I don't know what Mr. Lee's saying. He says, I knew he had a book coming out. That it's not an autobiography. It's a book about my encounter is the first half of the book. The second half is research. But then he says, when is your movie coming?
He's busting your balls, dude. Mr. Lee's good at that.
Yeah.
But it only seems to be your balls.
Well, he gets off on busting my balls, but he doesn't have the balls himself to click the fucking link and come on here. So anybody can bust his. So
when is the report coming out? been a whole month.
Hey, that's
the Bigfoot report.
Yeah, I don't
We're
know.
waiting for the Bigfoot.
Although,
Every time I say that, he says we got to be patient. He says
Mr. Lee sent me some pictures, and I downloaded them to, they're in my file manager. But when I click on share here, it doesn't give me that file manager. It won't let me get into that. So I don't know how the hell to pull them up to show them. I'll go to present.
Man.
He should just come on and do it live and do screen share.
Did I tell y'all?
Yeah, this won't let me. I don't know why.
The swamp won't let you.
No, my computer won't behave.
Faster man says, Jeff, you need a movie. I don't read. I think you can buy
audio
the book.
book.
You'll be able to buy the book digitally, and it'll read itself to you. So,
Mr. Lee says I'm rubbish at the computer. No shit. never claimed to be a genius at this.
I gotta get off here. I gotta get off here because I got a doctor's appointment early in the morning. Okay.
All right, Jay. It's good to
hope
see you.
everything goes well, Jay.
Feel better.
All right. See you later, guys.
Good seeing you.
Good night, man.
Good night. And they're dwindling.
Richie, I like your skull, man.
Like my beard?
I ain't saying nothing about your hair. I said your skull.
Your skull.
Your head, man. Your dome.
You like it? Beautiful,
Is that
right?
natural or?
I gotta shave it. It's too long.
Man, I'm glad to see people like that, but I'm naturally that way, you know.
I'm going bald at each.
You got it. I don't have that problem.
I have to keep a head cover, keep from blinding everybody.
Yes, sir.
Trying to get my ear hair to comb it over.
So almost like Trump.
Hair.
Yeah, it'll be like my idol, Trump. You know.
Come over.
It's the best comb over I've seen in my life.
Yeah, man, it's something that needs a little head cover. You know.
Papa Craig, how's it going? Good to see you.
Hey, Papa C.
Al. So yeah, guys, we still have about 25 minutes left. I'm going to put that link.
What are we going to do?
If anybody wants to pop on, join us. Hit that link. Just
Well,
follow
I'm
the
glad
directions.
I ain't on cam. Whew. I was sitting there picking my nose just to thinking.
I'm so happy today. I was able to get my L81 today.
You're what?
L81.
What the hell's that?
Soda pop from Kentucky.
Military weapon?
No. This.
Yep.
What
It's a
the
soda
hell?
pop.
Hey, soda pop. Do you make it?
Yes, sir. No, it's from Kentucky.
Half of it's full of opium? Come on.
No, it's ginger ale with like a little bit of lemon in it. It has a little.
Is it zero
it's
I
totally
know nothing of what you
zero
just said.
sugar. Sorry, it's zero sugar, 0 calories, and zero.
Man, you sound like the man. I need to sleep down there in Florida. You know, man, you can cook like hell is what I'm thinking. You know, man, you got a recipe for everything. And now you're coming up with some ale?
I think you'd be disappointed with this ale, Buzzard, is really kind of the feeling I get.
Yeah.
It not only doesn't have alcohol, it not only doesn't have alcohol, it doesn't have sugar, it doesn't have caffeine,
Flavor.
it doesn't have anything.
Well,
Hell,
but the original version has a lot of sugar in it, so you perfect in that aspect.
I like to piss my diabetes off every now and then.
A rebel.
If I do drink beer, it's got to be a good craft beer.
See, what? Crappier.
No,
Craft.
if I'm gonna drink beer, it's gotta be craft beer. It can't be Bud Light or anything light beer.
I heard that, man.
He's a
Bud
beer
Light, when I
connoisseur.
was drinking beer, it was Bud Red in a can, man. You know.
Or like black and tan Guinness and Bass Ale. Actually, Bass Ale, then Guinness on the top. So you got
And I
beautiful
need
complexion.
these copper tubing or pipes and little container.
The other day, I did a hangout show at 2 in the afternoon. Had 30 people watching. We had Pat and some others jump on, Joe. And we talked about beer, music, and Sasquatch. And I thought, this is the perfect show, really. Right now.
Man.
I mean,
Talking about beer, I'll be at your house right now.
Man, oh man.
I love talking about beer.
Last batch I made was in jail.
Oh yeah.
There was a toilet involved.
Somewhere.
Oh God.
Ooh.
That's one thing I never did was beer, like brewed it.
I had to graduate to whiskey. Beer took too long. And I was told I would roll better
quicker.
than I would sober. That's terrible.
yeah, I said on my show the other day, I've got some friends that brew beer that actually really get into it. They got like 2 of their 3-stall garages, 2/3 of their garages set up for brewing beer. But I just, for me, it's one of those deals where maybe I'd fall in love with the process. I don't know. Right now, like things that you're passionate about, Mogs, like fishing, right? I'll get in the truck. I'll spend $100 on gas to go 3 hours away, go hammer fish, come back. And in the end, by the time you're done eating and buying some beer and, whatever, stopping at the bar on the way home, you think $180. I could have went to the store and bought fish fillets for $30. But you miss the experience. It's not,
Exactly.
that's not my passion to go to the store and buy it. But when I look at beer, I think I'll never be able to make beer better than a lot of the beers that I can just go buy. And that may include micro beers, craft beers, things like that. But I guess if I started doing it, maybe you'd fall in love with the process to where it becomes a passion. I don't know.
That's what usually everyone says. I would like to make a beer that has no alcohol, that you can get the same taste of alcohol, the same taste of beer without the alcohol, So you can brew your own,
Yeah, and don't believe what those. If it says NA, there's still alcohol in it.
No, Heineken's 00 is 0 alcohol in it.
Well, if you can brew it, brew it.
I would like to learn. I would love to learn how to do that process to make the beer without the alcohol. And it smells. So you could go to a bar and people think you're drinking beer, but you're not drinking beer. You can drink a whole case.
Actually, maybe in the process, you could actually make 2 products at once. You could brew beer, and then all the alcohol that you've removed in the process, you could sell as moonshine or, almost pure alcohol. So
true.
Moggs, I want to send you some pictures, man.
Right on.
Or like, I guess you can post them or whatever. I don't, if I knew how to do it now, I'd do it. But man, I ain't going there.
No, you can send them to my email address if you want.
All right.
Hold on.
Buzzard seems like the kind of person that naturally something inside me would ask, what are they pictures of, before I just said, go ahead and send them. Go ahead, fire them.
No, man, I stay within the subject guidelines,
Are you sure not Miss Patty in a bikini?
I tend to rather throw caution to the wind and go, fuck it. Let's see.
Well, I can't remember if I told you about the damn thing pouring, man. All I can do is send you pictures of it. I got it right after it happened, and Well, now the leaves are off of it, but
Mr. Lee's saying Logan should be able to open them anyway. So
no, probably not. Not now.
This is like within a week of my siding here on my place. But
really?
Yeah, man. That's what I was trying to tell you. But anyway, it come up. It was about a week. I don't know. It wasn't long after I had my siding here that something. Even the cop said, "Man, he don't know. There ain't but one thing around here that could do pull." It broke. This is a green tree, man. Oh man, I guesstimate it's 12, 14 foot up. It was snapped, and then it was half of the limb was still attached to the tree part, and it just pulled it down like a banana peel, 4 or 5 feet. Man, there ain't nothing that I got pictures of it. I want that. Them was ones I want to send you, and what it was, the limb was broken, pulled down, and what stopped it was a fork. You'll see it, the fork of another limb, but the limb come down and across my front door.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean, there was no way in hell. I got up. That's how. What the hell? We had no storms or nothing, but I got pictures of that, and man, it's something. Whatever did that was stout. I mean, bulldog stout, man. I don't know nothing that could snap a green limb that was probably 5 or 6 inches round, across. Man, that.
So you said the cop saw it?
Huh?
Is that what you said? Did you say a police officer saw this?
Well, man, this is funny. I was sitting here where I'm sitting right now, where I can see down to my shop, through my window here, which is a door in case I need to take it. But anyway, anyway, man, I got a light in the back of my shop. It's where I got my tire changer and everything. It's got open sides. It's got a roof. The continuation of the shop roof. It's at the back side. But anyway, I got a tarp that's pretty stiff. It's a truck tarp, 18-wheeler, flatbed tarp that I had cut and just put it up there, and it moves back and forth when the wind blows. Well, and it's been there for 10, 12 years, but there was 2 holes in the tarp with a light that I got on back there is, I guess it's this angle right behind 2 holes in that tarp. And I said, ooh, I said it one night looking down at my shop and I seen these 2 eyeballs. And man, it had my old dumb ass convinced I ain't tripping, or there's something down there moving around. And I got serious and I called the law and I said, hey, I'm going to go down there to the shop and I've been killed something. But I said, just in case, man, I need, y'all find me out there dead or something. But anyway, they showed up and I went outside to meet them and it was a lady officer. And I said, look, man, right here, right now. I mean, look down there and tell me, what do you see? And she looked and she said, oh, my God, I see 2 eyeballs. I'm going, oh, thank God I'm not losing my mind here. But, well, another cop car shows up and out gets old big boy. I mean, man, I don't know where he come from, but he about 6'6", 6'7". I was going, yeah, right down there, man. See them eyeballs? Well, you had that high-powered flashlight, And I'm kind of walking down there with him, and I'm thinking, oh my God, is that two cuts? You know, if that's two holes in the heart in that tarp, I'm gonna feel like a. And that's exactly what it was. Man, I apologized, and I said, man, I from up there at that angle, you can ask that other lady officer. It looked like somebody with two eyes. But I said, man, while you're here, I want you to come over and look at this tree. And cause on the way walking back up here, he said, well, thank God they wasn't red eyes. And that clicked with me. You know, because everybody, all you hear is report, you know, well, how does this cat know something about red eyes? Well, anyway, we walked over to that tree and he had his light. And I said, look up there, man. And I told him the deal. And I said, you tell me what could cause that. Tell me. Anything. There's no lightning strike, nothing like that. That limb was snapped and pulled down 4 or 5 feet. And I just I had to see the pictures. But man, I believe that was him telling me, I guess they know I know. That's the way I kind of took it. I don't know how to take it, but I'll tell you, with that law officer, man, he said he didn't say it, but he said there's only one thing I know that could do that. And he said, I ain't saying it. And he left.
Oh.
And I was like, really?
It's interesting that he mentioned the eyes, the glowing.
Yes, that's what keyed me right in. Well, how do you know about red eyes, what have you? But man, Cass County here, let me tell you, it's a big county, and it's East Texas, man. Sparsely populated, woods everywhere. I mean, yeah, I know they're here. I've seen them, man. And 2 nights ago, there was I don't know what I don't have sounds like that. I don't have mechanical sounds really, except the chicken houses when they feed out, load out. Anyway, across the creek, but there was a vibration, man. I felt in my body, and it was a low. Man, man, I won't say the whole house shook. And I wasn't tripping, man. I was tripping. What the hell is that? And that messed me up, man. But I don't know. I don't know what it was. But my old Scooter brother, man, he old Scorpion. He's moving out here. Or he's got shit trailers out the ass, whatever. His old lady told me before they left to go get some more stuff that she heard a growling, a deep growling, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm going, "Really?" Because they're down there closer to the woods, you know. They're just down there close by my shop in the woods. But anyway, that's all I got to say.
Bat Mom said, Buzzard, your lady has a strong toy for that strong of a vibration.
No, she didn't. Oh boy, that made my leg hair stand up. I got a tangle in there. God damn. Woo. Look at them. What they call goosebumps? Boy, they all over me.
Chicken skin.
Yeah. I got it too, man. I was in there brushing my hair one day and saying, man, my muscle done fell to the bottom of my arm. What the hell? How'd that plop over like that? Man.
So you're like,
Yeah, man. Hang him. It's like chicken. If I flop them, I look like a chicken flopping around. Anyway.
Oh, jeez. Where are we at?
I don't know, man. How did we get here?
And how do we get out of here?
Yeah, man. That's tripped out.
Chewbacca, what's up?
Hey, Chewbacca. You seen this Snatchwatch?
Snatchwatch.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Boy, old school. Oh man, I better go to bed.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up here in a minute anyway.
Well, I'm glad y'all let me come on, stay on, whatever. But y'all have a good night. I'm here.
My pleasure. You know, we all love listening to your stories. Absolutely.
Yeah, I really enjoyed listening.
Yeah,
to you.
I gotta find your email. I'll find it.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's monstermogion at gmail.com.
Okay. Monster Mon. How do you Mongolian Monster Mogolion? Well, how do you whoop it by me one more time?
Monster Mogion.
Mogion.
There you go.
Well, that
Fragile. Must be French.
Must be French.
All right. We all have a good night, man.
Take care, buddy. Great to see you.
Sir.
Thank you again.
Yes, sir.
He's a trip.
Oh, isn't he?
Love it. As he's sharing that, I was just thinking, you know, I often have to imagine if somebody was to be on my show and share their experience, not only how that would work, you know, be perceived on the channel, but also for somebody who's just listening into it in podcasts, who's just hears the audio and not, you know, which for the most part, that's what we're doing because he doesn't have his camera on. But it just, the first thing I thought was, I would love to have him on. His personality, I think people would really get into hearing it. My problem is I don't know if he could share it without swearing on a channel that's monetized. So I don't.
Probably not. But then again, maybe you could.
Which YouTube has gotten better. I was reading the latest thing that YouTube put out, and they said, you know, they're starting to differentiate swearing just flagrantly, just to be saying it, versus maybe somebody who's talking about a serious experience in their life, PTSD or something, and they use the F word while they're talking about it. YouTube is reluctant to flag you for that now because they understand the context that it's being put in, you know what I mean? Which is good, but
I'm going to click Richie off. It looks like we lost him. He's just going in circles. Getting dizzy.
Well, and I can let you land this plane. I will get going here too.
Right on, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, I popped on when I saw when I saw Buzzard came on. I wanted to say hi to him. I'm glad to have seen Jay too. I'm glad Jay's not only that his recovery is going well, but he seems to be in really good
spirit. Absolutely.
That's so important when it comes to getting better.
In a familiar surroundings. You know, he's comfortable now. So,
and I think there's a little less for him to worry about where he is right now. You know,
absolutely.
There's somebody to depend on and lean on. But
somebody else to take the dogs out.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. You and Stevie have a great rest of your week, and
you do the same.
I will be in chat watching you on Thursday night. So
I'll be there.
All right. We'll see you, bud.
All right, brother. Take care. Well, guys, thank you everybody for coming who hung out tonight. You know, Jeff, Jay. Everybody, you guys kick ass. You know, Richie, good to see you. Oh, Buzzard, you're a pisser, man. Absolutely. And you know, thank you, everybody. Marty, it's good to see you. And we'll do it again Thursday. You know, same. I'm not going to say it.
You know you want to.
No. Nope. It's too cliche.
Do it.
No.
Nah, come on.
Nah.
Now everybody wants to do it.
Nope. Yes, Mr. Lee, I am going to work on my computer skills. I'm going to figure out, because Stevie was with me and I transferred from one to another. I put a file together with your photos in it and I put it in another spot and it wouldn't give me the photos. So
create a new file.
yeah, I'll figure it out though, because I want to see what people have to offer and show. So
see, at least I
definitely take care of that.
Lee wants to hear it.
Hear what?
Same.
Oh no, I ain't saying it. Nope. But anyway. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much. I love you guys. Take care of one another. Look out for one another. Look out for yourselves too, more importantly. You know, we kind of tend to forget that. But all right, guys. Peace and God bless.